Hey everybody, how you doing? There have been some major changes in my life recently. Uh, I don't even know if any real people are going to see this. I'm just going to take that chance. My channel's been completely censored. I haven't had a comment from anybody uh, that doesn't seem like a troll in a while. And uh, my subscribers went way down. They just quit. I just quit getting subscribers. I was getting hundreds a month, down to I'm losing subscribers. My channel's been demonetized, and my Twitter feed seems like it's just completely fake. I get on YouTube. I don't know if I'm being psyoped right now, or this is all really going down. Get on YouTube. I see. I don't even want to say who made this video. It's one of the truthers out there. Just came to the desert. Got a little more heavily targeted when he came to visit here. Now that you've been to the desert, you kind of understand maybe where I'm coming from. I live here. I'm in Avondale, Arizona. So you guys have heard me talk about Norman, Oklahoma a million times probably. I lived there for 2 years. I owned an art studio called Studios at 420 Main. There was some ridiculous stuff going on there. I had no idea what was going on. I just knew that there were people going to and from my house every time I got home, every time I was leaving. My security camera was disabled. There were people breaking into my truck dressed exactly like me. Anyway, it was a bunch of the gang stalking type stuff. At my art studio, let me back up a little bit. Let me back up. This person that made this video just announced that 2 police officers in New York, one a week before or a month before he's about to retire, just killed himself. Another officer. Anyway, 2 officers in New York that were investigating probably some pretty heavy stuff. I actually just sold a baseball hat in my store last week, NYPD Youth Services. But there was a couple that was an engineer for Lockheed Martin. If you watch my channel, if anybody's even seeing this that's not the intel agency or alphabet agencies, bad guys, whatever. Not they're all bad guys. I'm just saying the ones that have been doing this to me, and knocking off the other people. Who knows if it's intel agencies, mafia? Like I don't know anymore. I'm gonna quit digging. I know what I know. I'm pretty sure I should just keep my mouth shut for right now. If somebody really wants to know, they'd come find me and pick me up in like a black helicopter and take me to a secure location. It's not happening. But anyway, yeah, my dad worked for Lockheed Martin, Skunk Works. My whole family worked for all kinds of different things like that. And I'm hearing noises up right in front of my door. That's awesome. No need for me to be paranoid, right? So it's not paranoia if they're really after you. It's called vigilance. It's probably how I'm still standing here talking to you right now. Keep my head on a swivel. So the Lockheed Martin engineer, his wife died. The senator. Okay, yeah, the 2 guys in New York. I'm having a hard time focusing, obviously. Now a former senator in Norman, Oklahoma. I heard a senator died in Oklahoma, and I was like, oh, Oklahoma. Jeez, man, that's ooh, that place. I don't know what was worse, there or here. Well, yeah, here, just as far as the timing goes. But if I were at this point there in Oklahoma, who knows if it would be worse. Anyway, just ask Daniel Holtzclaw how uh, corrupt it is there. Uh, okay, so I lived in Norman, Oklahoma, and I owned this. Well, I didn't own the building, but I started an art studio. My wife and I started an art studio called Studios at 420 Main. We had some resident artists. We did art walk all the time. And when I lived in California, I was born and raised in California. I moved all over the United States, been a few different places in the world. But I owned an antique shop in California called Relic Rescue. And we had a giant wall. It was a 6,000 square foot warehouse. And there was a giant blank wall on the side. And I kept talking to people, man, we got to get a mural up there. We need some art in this town. We need something beautiful for people to see when they drive by. It's on Main Road, Barstow. A lot of people drive through there, kind of an industrial area through there in Clovis, which is not common. And it would have been great. I never got to do that. And that place, when I moved out, turned into an audio detail shop. I don't know, car audio and detail shop, something like that. So we get to Norman. I'm running my eBay business just out of the small house that we have there, a few blocks from the University of Oklahoma. Used to ride my bike to football games. Toby Keith would be having tailgate parties. And his buddy was my wife's uncle. My wife's friend's uncle. He was her cheerleading coach. A cheerleading coach, her husband was a Marine Corps pilot. But anyway, we'd go to these tailgate games. We'd have fun. You know, I was part of the community there. I'd go to city hall meetings. I was active in the community. And we got to this art studio, and I had mentioned, well, my wife knew that I'd always wanted a mural, you know, in the other building, and I'd talked to some people that I thought were friends. I don't know. Who knows now who a lot of these people were. I don't even know if these are their real names that, you know, that they went by, but they definitely acted like they were untouchable. We were in a limo one night for a buddy's birthday. Route run through town, going to like Dave and Buster's and a bunch of different places. One of the chicks stuck her head out the window, and I was while we're driving, and I was like, "Hey, isn't that against the law?" She's like, "We don't worry about laws around here." And I was like, "Oh, geez, okay." So long story short, I met this artist named Rick Sinnott, and he does art on these giant buildings, old grain silos that have been well, one of them was turned into like a rock climbing wall area, something like that. But anyway, he would do a bunch of different art on big buildings. I got to know Rick a little bit. I would even say we became friends. I like Rick. He liked me, I think. He acted like it. He sold me some of his artwork. He used to work with Wayne Coyne from the Flaming Lips, and artist named Emick, and a bunch of different artists that would make original posters. I actually have some of these posters here. I'll show you. I'll show you a poster Rick in. I was trying to make this a short video, but you know, whatever. Okay, so this is a poster that I believe Rick had something to do with this process, or he just traded with Emick. I don't know if you guys know who Emick is, but he's a pretty famous screen print artist, just artist in general. Emick drew this. See the UFO there, and then you got Wayne Coyne and Yoko Ono right there hanging upside down in a cocoon. And then It's, oh god, I just heard a door shut out front of my house, but I should not be doing this video. Anyways, signed, numbered. But anyway, Rick sold me a bunch of his artwork, or artwork he got from friends and stuff like that, so I could make some money on eBay. Just try to make it. And we got talking, and he said, you know, that wall on your art studio, man, would be perfect for a mural. And my heart dropped in a good way. I was just like, you want to put a mural on my building? Awesome. Well, yeah, I didn't own the building, but we got permission. Rick figured out what he was going to do for the artwork. As you can see, this was actually the this mural right here. This is painted. I helped with this. I helped set up scaffolding. I helped with the stencil that was cut out. It was cut out inside of my studio, inside the bottom floor, downstairs. Huge room. I wanted to turn into a club. I wanted to turn it into a music venue, actually, because there wasn't anything really there that was decent size. It was all these tiny little clubs, and I just wanted to make something that would fit, you know, enough people to come in and have a good time and see some shows. So anyway, we did wire people turning on and off their cars at midnight right now, right outside of my house. So I just got off of Twitter, and I was on Twitter, and I just said I need to shut my mouth about all this stuff. I'm not going over any details. I'm just talking about kind of some coincidences. So Rick and I go down to the city hall, and talk to them about putting this mural up. And Rick did the presentation. I went with him basically, just did a step there. And here's the letter that we took to the city hall. So I'll just read it. I'm gonna hurry. I have to go to the bathroom. I'm sorry. I just heard this news and I was like, oh my god, I gotta do it. I was just about to sell this. And I'm sorry. This actually is an original print. So this is number, it's signed 1 of 3. Rick signed it right here. I might as well just take it off the wall. And signed right there, 1 of 3. RP Senate, SINNETT, 2014. So there's a lot of symbolism in this thing too, actually. It's here, see the MK Ultra Stout butterfly, leaves. Anyway, you can figure it out. Check this out, see what you see. That mural went up on my wall. So here's what we presented to the city hall in Norman, Oklahoma, where this former senator was just murdered in his own home. Well, yeah, anyway, we all know. Okay, Stash Studios at 420 Main and Dreamer Concepts are proud to present this proposal for your review. We look forward to partnering with the Public Arts Board and the Norman Arts Council to provide beautiful and exciting new addition to Norman's public art offerings. American folk artist Rick Sennett is a native Oklahoman. His passion for bringing art to the masses has driven him to create exciting and colorful, larger-than-life paintings. His series of murals along the Mother Road, America's famous Route 66, is currently in production. These iconographic murals stem from Sennett's desire to bringing people and their communities together, instilling pride through the power of dynamic imagery. In regard to the art of mural painting, Sennett says, it's different than other types of public art. Murals can take a week or two to develop, and production is right there in plain view. Murals tend to attract onlookers and the media. Public excitement builds. On this piece in particular, Sennett says, "When I created it, the total sum of the piece represented strength through perseverance. I was reflecting on what it has taken me to be a full-time artist while living in the country here in Oklahoma." He lived out in Mustang, actually. He didn't live in Norman. And he would drive his blue Volvo into town, show up, and we'd, get to work there. And he would be at a lot of our art walks and stuff like that, too. So anyway, the object of this mural is to beautify an up-and-coming block in downtown Norman and elevate the spirit of the viewer. This is art for the people. Murals are an approachable way to reach people who would otherwise not normally be turned on by art in a more traditional museum or gallery setting. Sustainable and lasting materials will be used to ensure the integrity of the mural for many years to come. Required items, estimated cost, and it shows, let's see, yeah. Just got the breakdown of what it costs. Scissor lift, 1 week, $800, paint, stencil, artist travel, paid assignment, It's $4,400. Damn it, that number comes up a lot. Yeah, it's like the last 4 digits of my phone number, 4444. Happened to get that one. So if you just Google art studio or mural, Norman, Oklahoma mural, you will find this. That's my old art studio. It was Studios at 420 Main with a big mail sign up there that said that exactly. We had art walk. I had bands perform in front of this mural. Had a stage out there. People would show up for the show, come to art walk, buy art from our vendors, our artists. And it was a fun time, interesting time. Weird time. I don't know if I think I'm just posting this video to let people know, to give them one more connection. You know, people try to call me delusional or crazy, and then all these people are dropping like flies. One of them happens to be in the town that I used to live in. Small town, Norman, Oklahoma, University of Oklahoma. The Crimson and Cream. Major celebrities running around this place, oil tycoons, a lot of stuff. So I'd almost decided not to make videos anymore. Period. I get attacked every single day. I get death threats every single day, every day of my life. I never know when the last day is going to be. Lately, they've been saying that it's going to happen in the middle of the night. Tonight was supposed to be at 2 o'clock in the morning. People say, well, how do you get these death threats? Who's threatening you? Yeah, they just send you... Oh, I almost cussed. Apparently, that's one of the reasons why my channel was demonetized. Because I was dropping F-bombs, and people were focusing on the swearing, other than the crucial information that I'm trying to put out. I'm sure you can understand why it might be a little bit on edge. You know, yeah, I just wanted to talk about this connection. I'm just going to be done there. If anybody actually sees this, please please help. I'm broke. I'm gonna sell everything I own this weekend and sell my 4Runner. So this is for sale. I gave Rick $500 for this to help fund the mural. He made 3 of these. I said, hey, this is going on my building. I'm gonna put a little bit of my money into it, and I'm gonna put my time and effort and sweat. I still have my old, I had a Doors t-shirt, and I got the pants up in my room. I still got paint all over them from this mural. Yeah, Lockheed Martin, Norman, Oklahoma, New York. I've been there, by the way, and spent some time in New York. Then the World Trade Center was still there. I was there after it was gone. So many connections. So I probably shouldn't even have made this video, but if anybody out there, I am asking for help to just keep an eye on me. Why is nobody protecting these detectives or people that are researching this shit if they're really trying to go, like, get the bad guys? Like, okay, the surveillance that is available right now is, you would not believe how amazing it is. It's been used on me personally, and if I explain to you how good surveillance is now, you would not even believe me. Like, even if you're thinking, oh yeah, I'd probably believe, no, you would not, unless you're a targeted individual and you've gone through some of the same stuff that proves to you what they can do. Why are they not protecting these people? So I'm wearing this. I'm sure if you haven't noticed yet, you can find anything at the swap meet eventually. Everything I have, everything I own is from secondhand garage sale, swap meet. But it's also vintage antique, nicer than most people's things. It's all gonna go. It's all gonna go. I'm gonna get rid of it. This neighborhood I'm in is ridiculous. Literally, the last video I made, the last video I made, they said, hey, I'm tired of the death threats. Here's how I respond to death threats. Went, opened my front door, said, front door is open. The neighbor that I have been trying to wave at and say, hey, how you doing, buddy? You know, one of them that has taken part in this whole thing. 5 minutes later, I go out in my front yard. I'm just standing out there. I wanted to get some fresh air. I had a juggle. I'm like, I'm gonna go out front, juggle. Maybe one of these guys will just shoot me and end it. I don't care anymore. That's kind of where I'm at. I've been through so much pain that I'm not afraid. I don't at all. I would like to keep living, but I'm not gonna live in fear. Somebody could hold a gun in my face and I would not flinch. I promise you that. I guarantee you that. That's how much I've gone through. Five minutes later, the neighbor I've been trying to say hi to 4.5 years just happens to walk down the street and walk up to me while I'm standing in my front yard. Nobody here in this neighborhood does that. No one. Except for when I'm trying to clean my garage out and get ready for a garage sale, then all of a sudden some soccer mom with her 3 kids wants to, well, I got my radio blasting, give these people a little taste of their own medicine, you know. Coming up yelling at me in my garage, hey, can you sign this? You want to buy something? No, go away. Go away. Get off my property. Nobody has ever come to contact me here until just recently. Everybody wants to, like, just walk up now. And this guy shows up, So it says, "Are you the guy that normally lives here?" Yeah, well, if you would have waved at me, man, or acknowledged me over the last 4 years, you'd know that. Man, it's hard not to cuss. Anyway, I said, yeah, that's me. I'm the guy. I'm the guy that lives here. He's like, oh, okay, yeah. Well, I just thought I'd stop by and say hi. And then we'd start in the conversation and tell him, yeah, well, I've been trying to wave at you for this long, and you always ignored me, or you just gave me a dirty look. Because I just tell people straight up when they're shitty to me and they want to come talk to me in person, I'll just go ahead and tell them like exactly how I feel. And so I told him, I just said, and I was nice, I was really friendly about it. He said, yeah, you ignored me the whole time. And he was like, oh, I must not have just been paying attention. I've literally honked him and like, hey, wait, what's up? How's it going? Nothing, just dirty looks. And he was like, well, I remember you going by one time and you were kind of giving me a dirty look. You were like mad dogging me. And I was like, yeah, it's probably because you're the way you are. I'm not friendly to people like that anymore. When they treat me like that. And he's like, yeah, I was gonna come out there and get down. I don't mess around. I'll just knock somebody out. And I almost said, well, it's a good thing you didn't try that. But all I said was, huh? Yeah, well, I'm pretty much the same way. Because when he said that, he kind of stepped towards me to punk me to see if I was going to do anything. And instead of flinching, I just kind of leaned in a little bit. Yeah, I'm the same way. Then I this guy told me, yeah, I messed up when I was younger. I did all kinds of dirt and this and that, and spent 3 years in prison. And I was like, oh, okay, this guy's trying to see if I got some heart. See if I'm just going to go, oh, well, I got to go inside. You said you were going to beat me up. Man, thank you for not doing that. For not trying to do that. It would have been a really bad day. And then noticed the guy directly across the street. He's got a bunch of prison tattoos too. Which, people go to prison all the time for stupid shit. They could have gone to prison for something ridiculous, or they could have really earned it. That's who I live around in this beautiful neighborhood. These people. So, I'm sure that guy's watching this. He obviously watched my other show or got some kind of intel like, hey, this guy's trying to be tough. Saying that he's got his door open. Why don't you go down there and, punk him a little bit. Let him know not to do that. And kind of backfired him a little bit. Because I don't care. Punch me in my face. Do whatever you want to do. Try. I'm going to defend myself. Proven that already. All right. Just thought I should check in with everybody after that last video I made. Just been getting a lot of stuff done. I will hopefully update with what I'm doing here in a couple days. Tomorrow, I don't know. I'm just gonna go ahead and go. All right, everybody, have a good night. If there's any real people that even get to see this.